Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, we're okay.
That's how I'm doing.
Those are the best sounds to come back to.
Is it the best sounds that come back to you?
It is.
Could be worse.
Really?
Yeah, it could be worse.
Oh man.
It's been a little bit. It's been 2 weeks since we played.
Mm-hmm.
So what did everybody get up to in those 2 weeks?
I moved.
You moved? Me too. Surprisingly, everybody's moving. It's dumb. Don't do it.
Not worth it.
Like at this point, if I ever have to move again, I'm gonna just drag everything into the driveway and set it on fire and start over.
You know,
Yep.
there are people that do that, right? There are people that like, you know what? Just the furniture comes with the apartment. I'm just gonna buy new furniture because it'll be cheaper to buy new stuff than it will be to move current stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I buy the slightly cheaper stuff from IKEA, so I can just throw it out instead of dragging it with me when I move.
But we're replacing we did that with the kitchen table. So we like just dumped the kitchen table that we had. It was a piece of shit anyway.
We did the same thing because it weighed too damn much.
And so we're buying a new kitchen table here in a week or so. We're doing that with the couch. We brought the couch with us, but it's an IKEA couch. I can just take it apart, toss it in the dumpster, and be done with it. And we're gonna buy a new couch in like a week or so. So
Word.
the worst part, like, it's not the furniture. It's the boxes of shit that I have. Like, I have 3 big boxes of books, and I'm just like, I'm one of those people that can't get rid of books. And
Yep.
it's a problem. So I have 3 boxes of just books that I had to haul, which all of them weighed at least, 50, 70 pounds because they were stuffed full of books.
Yeah, I ended up making the mistake last time that we moved. When Panda and I came over and when we bought this house, was I packed boxes with too much stuff because the books all fit so nice in there, and then you try to pick up this box, and the box is like, 150-pound box of paper, and it was just brutal, man.
But we're slowly starting to get moved in. It's coming together, which is making me happy.
Okay, dude.
Hey, Spooner, what'd you get up to in the last 2 weeks? What have you been doing?
I want to say a whole lot of nothing. We went to Emerald City Comic Con. That was dope. Never been to Comic Con before. Never been to Emerald City Comic Con. Took the wife. Well, more like she took us because she's the one that secured the tickets in the first place. Bought a bunch of art. Saw a bunch of artists. Got super hyper inspired. Framed all of it, which is a first. Which thankfully one step closer to getting rid of the green screen and putting up prints and such back there. And yeah, man, just been a lot of moving and shaking. Been playing Surviving Mars, playing some Vermintide, and yeah, man, this is hanging out with you guys, off D&D stream.
Right on. You're talking about prints and art and Comic Con reminded me of some things that I want to get for Liam's room, and I'm just gonna drop them in Twitch chat because they're pretty fucking awesome.
Word.
And I want to get like 2 or 3 of these. Rojan, thank you for keeping the mic alive and stuff, sir. Appreciate that.
there was a button I had to press it.
Dude, I actually, I saw, in particular, I gotta find the artist again. There was a guy who did the most stunning, like, ink drawing. It's just it's like black ink and canvas, like parchment paper of a beholder, and it looks so sick. And at first thought, I was like, Impius would dig that. And then I looked at the price tag, not that much.
No, I would. You just don't want to pay for that much for me to dig it.
Like,
See
no,
how
not
it
that
is.
much.
No, that's fine. HP Fox, what have you been up to? What'd you get into?
I've been working on a lot of stuff, but unfortunately I can't talk about any of it. So that's always fun.
I have some of that and can relate to some of that.
Yeah. Except for today. I've done nothing today. I can't get myself organized. I have like 25 DMs waiting for me that I haven't even so much as looked at, let alone answered, on top of emails and all this other garbage, but whatever.
No, I have some things that I can't talk about that I really want to talk about that I can't talk about that kind of aggravates the shit out of me because I want to talk about it, but I can't. So we'll move on. Rojan, what'd you get up to other than moving?
Pretty much just that. Did a little bit of streaming last week, and this week. Played some Vermintide and all that, but a lot of it's just been focusing on the move. Friday, I spent from about 8 a.m. till about 2 a.m. just packing up the remainder of my stuff. Completely forgetting of how much shit I actually had. And then spent all day yesterday moving in. Just got the internet set up. And now it's just a matter of screwing at the green screen and trying to get everything set up so when I start doing the streams, it looks somewhat normal.
Right on. Mags, you are looking very cat-like this evening. How are you? What have you been up to?
I've mainly just been working on commissions in between, like, in guilty pleasure indulging in ARC, but
Lewd.
No, I got into a face fight with a wasp. Luckily I won, but my face suffered the consequences.
Boo. Don't go smacking wasps with your face. Doesn't end well.
For some reason, that reminds me of my father-in-law's dog, who would bite bees and then get pissed off when the bees would sting her mouth, so she'd bite them harder, and it was just this endless cycle
Just a
of
vicious cycle.
this golden retriever just like attacking these bees, and then her face like, you know.
Alicorn, how have you been? What did you get up to?
Oh, been a little sick, been working, and went to an engagement party last night and saw people in person.
What?
Ew.
That doesn't
So
happen. People
that
don't
was a
exist in person.
thing. And
I don't believe you can actually see people in person.
yeah, it's
Not a thing.
you know, weird stuff. And I was gifted Vermintide from a friend and have been playing that yesterday and today, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Right on. I actually saw you streaming it a little bit earlier today. I kind of lurked in there for a minute.
Yeah, mass murder is so super satisfying sometimes. When you just have hordes of these little shits and you just kill them all.
Just light
For
them
the-
all on fire.
Really good.
For the longest time when I was working shitty jobs, I would like come home stressed out and I would sit down and immediately fire up Left 4 Dead 2 and just shoot a bunch of fucking zombies in the head for about an
Yeah.
hour and feel so much better. So I totally understand. Vermintide 2 is actually a lot of fun though. I hopped into some of it with Spooner earlier in the week and enjoyed it quite a bit. I think that they ramped the difficulty down from the beta a little bit. It feels like
It's still
it's still
a
difficult,
little-
but like
yeah.
before the beta ended, it was almost damn near impossible if you got like one of those bosses spawned on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They tuned it, but then they went ahead and added champion and legendary difficulty. Yep,
And if
you
you
have-
get the grimoires as well, if you get both of those
Yeah.
and get hit with a boss, you're pretty much just
Oh, but it's so worth the risk because you get some decent loot if you make it out with both grimoires
Yeah.
and all three tomes.
Mhm.
but it like reduces your maximum HP
Yep.
like 50%. It's awful.
That's horrendous when you're also playing Sienna because like you take HP damage when you try to vent your heat if it's too high. So you're just like slowly but surely killing yourself with carrying those grimoires.
I don't know.
The Twitch mode. I just want to point out the Twitch mode is freaking glorious. I
Mhm.
did it with I haven't streamed Twitch mode myself because it went live on Friday and I don't cast on Fridays. But I was playing with Panzer Friday morning and he had Twitch mode on, and every single co-op game that you can stream should have a Twitch mode where chat gets to vote on like what they do to you. So like
Mhm.
you can spawn a bunch of gun rats or a bunch of assassin rats, pick. Or like everybody gets health or everybody gets the grimoire debuff, but no grimoires. You just have like, you know,
Oh damn!
for like
Yeah.
a minute, not like it's 90 seconds, your HP is cut in half and you just have to like deal with it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did the Twitch mode on my last map before I quit streaming earlier, and it was fun, but chat chat is usually a bunch of dicks, and they want to see you suffer as
No.
much as possible.
Now, with Twitch mode, does it put random people in with you, or is it only anybody else using Twitch mode?
No, you can only play like a pre-organized game. You can't do quick.
It's like a
quick
custom
play.
game. Yeah, you invite friends or you have bots alongside.
Gotcha. Okay.
You still get EXP for it. You still get loot for it and whatnot. It's just not. You don't get the quick play experience
Bonus.
point bonus. Yeah.
I kind of wish they'd added a bonus for like Twitch Play or Twitch integration.
Or like if you survive the entire map.
You should get some
Yeah.
bonus
Yeah.
XP for it.
Would be
Get a
cool is if
bonus
they
for
put
putting up
drops.
this bullshit.
Right.
Yeah,
if
drops
they
would
had,
be
they
really
had
cool.
drops, would be nice. Yeah.
The other thing that like, and this isn't a Twitch integration thing. This is just one of those things that I think that like having watched people play it and experienced it, like they need to add a crawl mechanic when you're down.
Oh, to crawl around. Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some points where like if you move past it, you can't go back. And if your last party member gets killed up there, like they're just screwed.
Yep.
The points of no return, yeah.
Yeah, so it would be nice to have like a little crawl mechanic just for that. But
Especially if they drop like a tome or something, and you
Mhm.
like you can't res them or even go back to pick it up
yeah,
if they die.
Right. The tomes you can. The grims you can't. The tomes you can pick up, but the grimoires, once somebody dies, like dies while they're carrying a grim.
Well, no, I mean like if they die in a place where you've already
Oh,
hopped down.
yeah,
and
like
there's
on
no
the
way to go
ledge.
back.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
go back for it. All right, let's see. What do I have to talk about? So next Saturday, a week from yesterday, the 17th, we are doing a charity event for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It's going to be myself, Spooner Sloth, his wife Mickey Panda, Animated Break, Danotage, and Smashly playing 8 hours of D&D for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So if you guys drop in, come say hi, come hang out. It's going to be an absolutely ridiculous game and not serious at all, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. The other thing is, if you guys tweet out the tweet, if you retweet that link tonight, once we get to 15 tweets, somebody will get an automatic success on one of their rolls. So we're
And that is
sitting at-
definitely something we're going to need.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So we're sitting at 4 now. So if you would like to be helpful and go help out the cast, go retweet that. If you want to be a dick and not help out the cast, go retweet it anyway.
If we could go ahead and hit that 15 now, so we can have an automatic success
We're gonna
on the
need it.
persuasion to not do this fight. Great.
Yeah, like straight up, this is going to be less of a show and more of character creation
Yep.
in a few moments.
So who wants to get inspiration and give a recap?
I mean, I can try, but I'm gonna you know what? Can I go like halvesies? Can me and my fellow cast members kind of like group together to make this work, to fill in the blanks? Because it's been 2 weeks and I kind of forgot half of it.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so we, as our traveling troupe, so Cress is still frozen. He's dead. Forget him. He's a statue. He's been replaced by a much taller, more handsome, more capable, more muscular,
Slightly more furry.
furry, supple, charismatic, not too bright, but otherwise, very lovable. Wolfman, werewolf, Goliath man.
I think you got that backwards. His charisma is 0.
Well, I like
His
him.
wisdom and intelligence are actually pretty decent.
Okay, well, I like him. All right. Anyway, so he's here now, and we made it to Mbala, right? So we made it to Mbala. We found Nanny Poo Poo. Just fucking stay with me, right? We find her, and she apparently Death lives there, right? And we want to capture Death for reasons with Baba Yaga stuff, or I don't know, make a deal with Death to kill Baba Yaga. I'm pretty sure that's what Lex wants to do. She's like, I need meat. So we go to this Terrafolk cave across the way and kill all of them, but Puppy Dog Dude kind of goes a little bit berserk and ruins the meat of 2 of them. So we didn't bring back enough meat. And so we brought back what we had. And she's all like, what do you mean you don't eat? I mean, she's, like, there's not enough meat. And so she laughs at us, even though we're all near death. or low HP, and she's got a giant naked zombie stitched together kind of person, and we found a one of those is like a Tabaxi version of that, like dead, kind of strung up out on the forest before we got here. So so yeah, I think that's where we're at.
I think that
I
covered
think we-
everything.
We were about to roll for initiative, and then Impius pulled an Impius. It was like, we'll figure it out next time. No. It's like fucking cliffhangers, man. The cliffhanger turns into a 2-week cliffhanger. So we should all get full HP from that.
No, you give yourself initiative though, or
Yeah.
not initiative, inspiration.
Yay!
Well,
I was
do
gonna
that
say
too, though.
I would like a 25 initiative, please.
Just gonna go ahead and give myself a 25 initiative. It's fine.
Hey, can I get a 25 initiative? I mean, I only roll like 7s.
Sure, you guys can all have 25 initiative, and I'll just give the hag like a 30.
Ha! Close enough.
Wow!
Well
Wow!
done.
Oh damn!
Bravo.
See,
She
there we
wants
go.
to get shit done. She wants to go.
Tell me I can't have my initiative. Look here, sassy
No, I
man.
totally told you you could have it.
I'm gonna use my initiative to GTFO.
So I do have something new that I worked up this weekend to play with you guys as well for this.
No, don't do it.
So it's a random table that I can roll on for weather and the effects that the weather is having on everybody. So it'll be fun.
Famous last
Okay.
words.
Being a DM, I know when you say it'll be fun, it means you're going to suffer.
No, actually, this one's not bad. So the weather at the moment, you guys are up on top of this plateau, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll this as we start each game. You're up on top of this plateau. You're looking at Nanny Poo Poo, kind of hunched and bent over. She's got this smile that's twisting her face, and you can tell it's not a very happy smile. It's definitely one of those mischievous, getting ready to throw down kind of and enjoy it smile.
A rictus grin, if you will.
There you go. And she's got this tall, like 8-foot stitched together thing that's just kind of hunched over and like it doesn't quite fit together right. One leg is longer than the other. The hands are kind of curled up against the chest. The head's tilted off to the side. And you can see that the patchwork of skin around the face and the chest, it's all different tones and no, thank you. All different tones and different kind of skin types. And the air above the plateau has these light kind of wispy clouds, and you notice that the wind, kind of at the top of the plateau, has begun to pick up and spin and kind of cause these little almost mini tornadoes in the dust around you. And Nanny Poo Poo just kind of smiles as she kind of lurches forward, putting her weight on a cane. And Javaria, you have first initiative. What are you doing?
P dictates I should run?
To what?
I don't know. Just not here. God. Okay. Hey, let me look here. I have no healatives. I am out. Okay. So, Quarterstaff, you're off the list. Screw it. I'm just going to huck a rock at Nanny Poo Poo's head.
Wait. At her?
Yeah. If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be gloriously.
Well, we're all making new characters.
Fuck. Oh, hey, that's not so bad. It could have been a lot worse.
So you throw the rock, and with this like deft quickness that you wouldn't expect from someone of her appearance, she ducks her head out of the way and just bats the rock away with the end of her cane.
Dodgeball champ.
I don't like it.
Okay. Well, it's fun playing with you guys.
This is fine.
All right,
Just say that now.
Are you moving or taking any other actions, Javaria?
I'm taking a step away. Just like, nope.
Okay.
Slowly but surely noping away.
All right.
Imp, how much space do we have around us? So I know this is at the top of the plateau.
So the plateau is probably like 50 feet by 50 feet.
Okay.
Gross.
Actually, no, it's probably bigger than that. Let's call it 100 yards by 100 yards.
Oh, all right.
Thinking about
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before any of us like started moving away and then walking off the edge.
I don't know what that is. Was it 300 feet or so?
Yeah, about 300 feet. A yard is about 3 foot.
Good mathing. Good math.
All right, Wolf's lead.
It's a little early in the fight for me to decide what approach I want to take here. So I think I'm probably going to move right here, which is 30 feet from the flesh monster golem thing. And you know what? Let's go ahead and use that. And we're going to amplify it, so I have to take 1d4 damage. But the curse is going to be put on the golem, so any damage that I take, it takes the exact same amount of damage as necrotic damage, and because it's amplified, it ignores any necrotic resistances that it might have.
Okay. So it's only if that creature takes damage or does damage to you.
Yeah.
So if, like Nanny
Yeah.
Poo Poo, or if Nanny Poo Poo does damage to you, then, it does not count.
Yeah.
SSJ Matt, thank you for subbing and keeping our mimic alive. We really do appreciate that there. Thank you so much for that. I need to find this and get that over here.
Of course, I had to roll max damage on myself there.
I was gonna say, like, wow, dude, what are the odds?
Be great if we had a healer.
It sure would.
Yeah, what happened? What happened to our hot topic healer?
It would also be great if I remembered to give myself health potions when I created this character.
Well, they're not on your sheet. Let's see. Fives. What are you up to, sir?
5 is going to move his maximum distance away. Just maximum distance away from it and cower.
Aww.
Like literally just, but we brought you the food, and then, just flee.
So the flesh golem just kind of lurches forward a little bit, closing the distance, but just kind of also standing there listening for any direction or commands from Nanny Poo Poo. And he's just there, like his body twisted, and he's leering at you, and he takes his action to kind of let some drool drip out of his mouth, as it's kind of not quite sewn together right, so it doesn't close all the way.
Yummy.
Samoya.
Gonna look at Nanny Poo Poo and just be like, we could always get you some more food. I mean, it's not that hard. There's a whole jungle.
She kind of stamps her cane down and looks at you. And she says, meat, fresh, before the end of the evening. And you can tell that it's beginning to become nightfall.
All right. Everybody else okay with this? Because we need to get gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
How much meat? Let's put a number to this.
She scans the group, and you can tell that she's basically measuring you in her head. And she says, 200 pounds.
Come again?
200 pounds of meat. I mean, I have 200 pounds here, and she gestures to everyone. So if I'm to let you live, you should replace that.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, if you think about it, 200 pounds is easily just 2 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Very skinny bodies.
Or
I mean-
dinosaurs.
I can carry more than 200 pounds myself, so
Look here, sassy pants.
And she clarifies, 200 pounds of meat, none of this bone and gristle.
Oh, well curated. Okay. Okay.
What about 180 pounds of meat, and I'll cook it for you myself?
She says, I have no problem cooking, thank you, dearie. I want none of your attempts to poison me.
I would never. I have recently won a cooking competition in a town not far from here. I do enjoy cooking from time to time.
She says, no, I know you're kind. And your tricks.
I have no love for my kind. Or else why would I be around these people? They'd be dead already.
What do you mean, these people?
What do you mean, you people?
got here.
Poor wolf just got here.
She shakes her head. She says, no. Fresh meat, dripping with blood, preferably.
This is a savage old lady.
Yeah.
How about 300 pounds and we don't have to clean the bone or gristle out of it?
No, my hands, they hurt and ache. Cleaning the meat is the worst part.
That's why I don't want to do it.
Guys, I say we just take offer and, you know,
Yeah,
we
folks.
find death.
We're wasting sunlight.
Well, you say find death. I have a feeling the witch sent us here just to die.
No. Maybe. That old lady, skinny, scary old lady, maybe she's strong as fat, ugly old lady. And maybe she help.
I think Wolf is just standing there utterly confused by what's going on because he doesn't understand any of the old lady talk.
Before we go out and get you your meat, are you able to summon death?
She says, summon, cure, expel. He and I have dealings.
Good, because I need to make a deal with him. Let's go get her meat.
Giggity.
Can we rest this? Can we
Probably why
maybe...
she's so cranky.
Please, ladies.
I just
So-
got that.
Wow, dude.
Look, I'm tired.
All right, so just so I can clarify, out of character, we have until the end of the evening,
Like
Or-
sunrise-ish?
like sunrise, or
She says, before tonight.
what constitutes night? Do I have to ask her this?
She didn't
Probably
clarify. She said before tonight.
How's it looking now?
It's late afternoon.
Like,
okay, we're fine.
like, hold on, we talking like summertime late afternoon, where the sun goes down at like 11:30 at night, or are we talking like, you know, it's January and it's 2 PM and it's dusk?
I mean, don't
You
we
you
still
have 2 hours.
We
Don't
have
we
2
still have
hours.
trikes, though?
No, I don't think we have the trikes anymore.
No, you guys left
I
those
don't
behind a
remember.
long time ago.
Yeah, we lost the trikes like,
Back with the spiders.
yeah.
Well, it looks like she's just trying to, catch us off guard. Like, we're going to oh, yeah, we can get you 200 pounds in 2 hours, and then she's going to descend upon us as we're trying to do it.
No, if she wanted to do that, she would have done so already.
I don't care. Let's do it. It's getting late.
Yes, we should go. Fives is very tired. Fives is sore and hurty and dirty.
Aww. Starts licking the feathers, giving him like a reverse mohawk.
Can we even get
Nice.
down this plateau in 2 hours?
Score.
Sure.
How many feet up was it? Like 120 or something, or 60 feet up?
1800.
1,800 feet. Fuck me, dude. There's no more food up here. Wait, is there more food up here?
We didn't see any life aside from her and then the
Terrafolk.
Terrafolk.
Okay, we gotta get down.
I think we got to kill her.
I don't think we can kill her. At least I don't think I can help with that. I have 9 HP.
So do I.
I got 7.
I've got 29. I think I have the most out of all of us, but I
Look
also
here,
have a
ma'am.
DC of 14.
Give us your HP. We need it more.
Halvesies, come on.
Well, I'm down to do whatever you guys want, but I have a feeling Imp making the jokes earlier on when we started up the call. I think this is going to be the time when we all have to break out new characters.
We can get out of this. Like Scooby-Doo gang. Totally. We can totally get out of this.
Oh, we can at least make an effort to get out of it without just like trying to face tank a green hag and her flesh golem.
True.
Never
All
face
right.
check the bushes.
Well, then lead on, Hunter, since you probably have the best ability of finding food for anyone.
Okie dokie Loki.
Oh, please don't invoke that asshole.
So
Okie
I,
dokie artichoke.
I actually have an ability as a wanderer that I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to use that to find?
Mixed with my
Something to hunt?
key hunty senses.
Not up here on the top of the plateau.
Well, yeah, like once we get down.
Yeah, once you get down, you guys can. That'll be kind of the easy part.
All right, let's go down. We're going down.
How are you going to get down 1,800 feet in 2 hours
Yeah.
and back up?
I don't know, man. I don't fucking back up part. Damn it.
Can
Jumping
you
is a quick
suggest
way.
a way for us to get down because it's going to take us until nightfall to get down from the plateau?
And I don't weigh enough to be a sacrifice. Sorry.
Neither do I.
Like, I am not enough meat.
Yeah, I'm only 110 pounds.
I think completely oblivious to the deal that Fives did not make, Wolf's is just gonna speak up and be like, "It would be really nice if we had wings."
Ah,
Oh,
I used to have wings.
No helpful hints or suggestions from the old woman.
No, absolutely not. She's in fact back at she's turned her back on you and is back at her tent sewing up, working on the flesh golem somewhere. She's trying to sew his mouth so it doesn't hang open and drool.
okay.
So, no life up on this plateau. No way in hell of getting down 1,800 feet and back up in 2 hours.
You are not summoning Baba Yaga.
Hold on, wait a second.
I mean, we could always just leave and not come back.
Then we'd have 2 pissed off old ladies trying to kill us with pseudo godlike powers.
It'd be better than being dead.
Dead
Not
now,
by much.
later.
Wait a second. This may work in our favor.
Wait, what now?
How's that?
Explain.
Maybe she hates Baba Yaga.
Okay.
most hags don't get along.
Baba Yaga is easily 200 pounds of meat.
I mean, you're not. She's not
Good luck
wrong.
with that.
She's not wrong.
And I mean, Death has been trying to get at her for a while, so maybe we can make another deal here.
Poo poo more.
I'm just gonna throw my hands up and be like, I tried, and this whole hag seems unreasonable. So, I mean, feel free to talk to her if you want to, or try.
You're gonna have me.
To. I mean, do you want the Kenku to do it like always? Because that never works out great for us.
No.
Okay. Hot topic. You go for it.
Oh, don't send Edging McLorderton.
Well, I can't go. She doesn't like me because she's racist.
Speciesist.
Speciesist.
Stereotypes exist for a reason.
Listen, I haven't killed any of you yet. All right, I'm just gonna say that, and I haven't like eaten.
Not
So-
for lack of trying. You spat poison in Crest's face twice.
So I'm gonna call out to her,
He deserved it.
Oh,
and I'm gonna say, "You claim you speak with Death and you have dealings with him.
She
Has
said,
he ever mentioned frustration at not being able to acquire a soul?"
Aye, happens often. But now he seems very busy acquiring many souls that had escaped him in the past.
What if we could give him access to one that's been avoiding him?
What's in it for me?
You
Well-
get to be only scary. No, sorry. Sorry.
If she's dead, then there's all of her stuff.
She who?
No, Shifu.
I'm gonna look back up at the rest of the group, look back at the rest of the group, giving them a get ready look, and I just say Baba Yaga.
And she just cackles. She says, that old crone. She says, of course Death has been after her forever. That makes sense. But why should I involve myself in their feud?
That's why we're here.
Again, that's why you're here. What do I get out of this?
I don't know. Snake Lady said that Baba Yaga easy 200 pound.
She cackles and she says, if you can bring me a dead Baba Yaga, I will answer all of your questions.
I can
We
maybe
need-
bring you live Baba Yaga.
We need Death to provide you a dead Baba Yaga.
That's between them. Again, I'm not getting involved in that crone's affairs.
they're
You
having
guys, how
an
much you think
affair?
one of those legs? Guys, how much do you think one of the chicken legs of their
You guys are gonna you guys are over here making jokes. You're gonna make me say it, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Because Lexus hasn't been through enough.
No, not nearly.
What is it you want?
She looks around. 200 pounds of meat before nightfall. I'm a simple crone. I have most of the things that I need, other than food, and I hate that trip down the mountain.
I do not blame you. But
How do you get down the mountain?
Like this, and she snaps her fingers and disappears.
See, that would be nice to have.
And then a moment later, she reappears. I
Those-
hate that trip. It's the worst.
Now imagine having to walk it.
Yeah, that must be terrible for you.
Oh, it definitely is, which makes it very hard to get down and up 1,800 feet to bring you your 200 pounds of meat before nightfall.
Fine. She sighs. She snaps her fingers, and you all find yourself at the base of the plateau.
That works.
Thank God.
That works.
Because I was about to offer her my dagger, and I did not want to do that.
Oh,
When
Well-
you say offer, you mean like offer the dagger or
No, like offer it to her because it provides food every day out of water.
And
You mean we could have handed her the dagger and that could have been it?
Mm-hmm. But I want that fucking dagger. Crest got stoned for that dagger.
Okay. Let's get hunting
so,
then.
So let's get hunting. Let's get us some. I'm gonna use that dagger to carve the flesh off the beast too. Let's do it.
All right, let's see what we got.
Would we have enough time for not a long rest, huh? A long rest is 60 minutes.
Long rest is 8 hours.
8
Short
hours.
rest,
Full
is,
night's rest.
short rest is 1 hour.
Short rest doesn't really do much as far as healing does it.
Gives you a hit die back.
Bleh, never mind.
Blech.
We'll do it live.
While you guys are over there doing that,
Let's see.
Samoya's just like, nice healing I have here.
yep.
Wench.
Used it on yourself, didn't you?
Yes, it is.
Didn't you have 29
Nope.
HP?
Yes, I did. Now I have 35.
Wow.
It's pretty nice to be able to heal.
How much does Samoya weigh?
110 pounds
That's probably mostly bone
And scales.
in scales.
and scales.
Somebody
Dang
get
it.
a D100.
No,
I'll do it.
don't do it. It's a trap.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
He won't go through with it if it's so much work. He has to. Damn it.
He won't go through with it, but he has to roll it.
I would totally go through it. I just like you being able to blame somebody else other than me for your misfortune. So you find yourselves at the base of the plateau, and looking around, there's evidence that there's a camp set up here.
Aw.
camp?
We have to kill peoples.
What kind of camp? I mean, I'll kill anything. I'll eat a pig's ass if you cook it right. I'll do whatever we got to do. Shut up, Rojan.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Nice. I see nothing. I'm too busy preening.
So the clouds shift for just a minute, the wispy clouds, and the dust kicks up, throwing some into Fives' eyes, and he's busy like swiping at his eyes with his feathers, trying to get the dust out. Samoya, you notice the tents and the. Was she? I'm having to remember back to something. Hang on. And there's an emblem kind of emblazoned on the side of the tent, and it's a red like handprint.
That wasn't that one of the emblems from the lizard people that we met?
Yes.
Yes, it was. Okay.
Wait, a red handprint?
I'm trying to think. I think it might not have been. I think I actually used a skull
What?
with the blood drops around it.
I think it was.
Oh, yeah, it was a
Yeah.
skull with if it was the same ones that got freaked out when I mentioned Lathander's name,
Yeah.
it was the skull with the scythe of the blood drops.
Okay.
Okay, so recognizing that sigil, probably I'll just be like, "Hey, it's camp of people like those lizard people who didn't really like Lathander."
Well, if I remember correctly, they are worshippers of death.
Well, shall we grant them an audience?
Better them than us.
All right, and before we get started, I am going to be kind. And who looks hurt the most?
Me and Five.
All of us.
Yeah, I got 7 HP.
Yep, I've got
Same.
9.
I have 9.
And how much do you have, Mags?
7
I'm just gonna go around like high-fiving people.
in the face.
Yeah, just high-fiving people in the face. That one's since I didn't assign it beforehand, let's just go with that one's gonna be for Doggo because he's new. So gotta try to be, welcoming and nice. That one's going to be 4 5s.
How do you roll a 1?
The next one is I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
Thank
1d8.
you.
1d8.
Yeah. And the next one is going to be for Javaria.
It's gonna be like 20.
Sorry. Better than nothing, but that's all of my first level spells.
Weird. Roll 20.
No, I
rolling
see.
2
I don't get
dice.
healed.
No,
see how it is.
You have 9. It's fine. This is all fine.
All right.
And I just got that message, Spinner. Before we get into this battle, do we want to take our first break a little bit early so Spinner can do the thing? And
Oh yeah,
Yes, please.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't see a message.
You might have to reset the cams as well.
God damn it! All right.
I know, man.
well, you
it's
came in
worse.
last. You came in last, so it shouldn't be that.
Oh,
big
that's
of a deal.
true. Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
It should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and take our first break for the night, you guys. Thanks for hanging out and watching us as they try not to die and try to feed an old green hag. We're gonna get up
Some
stretch
tasty
legs,
green lizard people.
all that fun stuff. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes or so. Stick around and hang out and enjoy the music. Thanks for watching. So, it looks like Spooner is having technical difficulties. So, at the moment, we're going to... I honestly don't know, considering we were in the middle of everything.
Let's just work on character creation for the ones that will need to replace our
I think Fives is just too occupied with preening himself to really care about what's happening.
Yeah, that dust that got in his eyes was pretty hardcore stuff.
Apparently it blinded him. We'll go with
Yep.
that. So, so Spooner is if he comes back, he'll successfully get the dirt out of his eyes. But at the moment, Fives is a little blinded from the dust storm. For those of you looking at the map, you can't see those 4 things yet. By the way.
What?
I figured.
So what are you guys doing? You've come up to this this camp, and Lexus is seeing the sigil that he probably recognizes, at least from, if not from the last encounter with these guys, maybe from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they did tell us that they were worshippers of gods of death, so they did say that killing out of necessity was one of their tenets. And us getting flesh is definitely one of those necessities.
Tiger, thank you for the bit, sir.
Thank you.
So are we like actually in their camp right now, or are we outside of it?
I think we just see it.
Yeah, you're standing outside of it. You can see the tent that's kind of, it's got a rope strung up between 2 trees. It's got this big emblem emblazoned on the side of it of the skull, surrounded by the blood drops.
I mean, I say we just walk into the camp. A little conversation never hurt. That's not true. But it is probably better than just trying to burn down their camp while they may or may not be in it.
So
Well, I mean,
how do you want to go about this?
could always just set their tents on fire while they're in them.
Well, I mean,
Burritos.
if they're worshippers of death, we might not have to kill them. They may have some flesh that we can just take from a fresh kill.
How's this then? You go in there, do your friendly conversation tactics. We'll wait in the shadows. If it doesn't look like they're going to buy it, we'll come in and start killing.
Yeah, I mean, all right. That works for me.
All right, well,
So Wolfslead's walking into the camp. How are you doing this?
Probably the same way that I walked into the camp of our party. Just kind of stride in there. No real hostility. Well, I guess I killed a bunch of zombies on the way into the other camp, but no hostility. Just kind of friendly. Hey, I'm traversing the jungle too. Oh, look, a little bit of respite.
Okay. So you walk into the camp, and the tents are there. There are bedrolls and cooking supplies around a now cold campfire, but you don't see anyone.
I will clear my throat very loudly and just kind of stand there for a moment.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Okay.
It's like that time of day where it's twilight and everything is really difficult to see.
It is. So as you're standing in the middle of this camp, you clear your throat, kind of looking around, not really able to discern any shapes from the grays that are taking over the twilight. And then you find yourself with 4 spears pointed kind of into your back.
I will immediately raise my hands and just say, I'm not hostile.
yet.
How do you feel about Baal's teachings?
I'm unfamiliar with them.
I've been reading too much Warhammer, and I almost said, "Let us enlighten you," and was not what I meant to say. I said, "Well, let us make you familiar then," and you could feel a spear kind of drive into your back.
Rude.
Doesn't pierce the armor, but you can definitely tell that there was intent there.
Part of me says, "Can you rephrase that?"
You want your armor pierced? I mean,
No. I mean, there's
This is why
obvious
Crest is stoned.
hostile intent on their part, but I think since it didn't actually do anything to me, I'll just say, now there's no need for that. If you're looking to spread the word of your Lord, you have my ears.
oh, we would much rather have your life. And another spear drives at you. Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit. Where's too many sheets open? This one.
That
That
one will hit. We are going to use that, so it will not do damage.
Constitution modifier. Okay.
So at that point, I think I'll say louder than I have been talking. So you're hostile then?
Okay. Can we see the lizards now?
Give me a perception check.
Oh lordy.
Hey, blind guy, roll to see if you can see.
I am proficient, by the way.
Okay, in that case, all of you can see. You saw them drop from the trees around the campsite, and then just kind of pulse their javelins and their spears and draw them and hold them at Wolf's lead's back.
Okay. Since like they're like we're unforeseen, can I get a little surprise attack on them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative first, though. Just so
Okay.
I have
That's what I was gonna ask you, but I was like, this is gonna end up in initiative anyway.
Oof.
That's what I need when I have 4 spears pointed at me.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Well.
Missing Samoya. Sorry, I think I may have deleted yours by accident.
Well, mine was 16.
Was it 16? Okay.
And lizard peoples are one of my favorite enemies, by the way.
Free food is what I'm hearing.
None of them rolled double digits, and I still go last.
Okie dokie Loki. So, are we getting in a surprise attack since they don't know we're here? And what is that like? How does that work?
Let me actually see if they have noticed you. That one did.
All I have to say, Fox, is welcome to the Lexus area of initiative.
I don't like it here. I want to go back.
All right, so one of them has noticed you, and he's just kind of looking over his shoulder in your direction. But he's keeping his javelin pointed at Wolf's lead.
Okay. So no surprise attack then, unless he tells or if he like tells his buddies that he knows we're there.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna mark the one that has seen you just from my reference. Okay.
Okie dokie. Well, let's get this party started then. Gonna bow this one that's kind of looking over his shoulder.
Okay.
No, really. Okay, never mind. Okay, whew. I was about to get really pissed off. I thought I deleted my +1 bow. I just renamed it. Okay.
That will hit.
All right,
7
awesome.
damage.
So that's going to hit him, and then I'm going to use my Horde Breaker to make another attack with the same weapon on the one that's right next to him.
Okay.
Oh!
Alright, so you just let loose 2 arrows that both find their marks.
And then for my second attack, I'm going to Ebony Bow on this one.
Alright.
And then Kit is going to attack this one. Don't let me down, Kit! Don't let me down!
Okay.
Alright. Woo! And that's it for me.
Alright. So the lizard folk are now very aware of your presence as they've just gotten 4 arrows or an owl in them. So they're all still holding their spears on the back of Wolf's lead, but they're beginning to look around the jungle in the direction that the arrows and owl came from. Alexis.
All right. So, let's see here. I'm gonna cast this. Okay, I didn't mean to just roll it. I wanted to get the little text bubble thing.
You have
How
to
do I-
check mark the description in the spell, I think, to get it to roll the description.
Okay, let's try this again.
There you go.
Hey!
All right, so the action itself is casting the spell, but as a bonus action, I'm able to launch 2 of the tiny meteors to a spot in any creature within 5 feet of the point of impact must make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 fire damage on a failed save.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw 1 there and then 1 there.
Okay. So go ahead and take care of the lizard folk first. That's a DC 14.
Yep.
I am so mad right now. I'm just going to point out that the Cure Wounds is supposed to be 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. And so I am super mad at myself right now.
I think all spellcasters have kind of been there before.
Okay.
We know
So
that
one
pain.
for him.
Yep.
Alright, so that one will fail. So- and then the last one for the guy up top. And 7 for him as well. Alright. So you conjure these meteors that begin to kind of float. And they're probably the size of your fist, kind of around your body, and you send 2 of them flying out, kind of exploding on impact. One of the lizard folk able to dodge kind of the explosion from one of them, but gets caught in the explosion from the other, there in the middle, and all of them taking a bit of damage from it.
That was a test. Don't mind.
Yep.
Don't mind my rules.
Let's see. What's or Rojan could be gone as I go to ask him a question. Oh, there he is. That was weird. Oh, I think my net hiccuped for a minute. So if you guys get some drop frames, sorry about that. I've got to get a better router, apparently, because the one that I have is barely doing it, but that's a different thing. Anyway, Rojan, what is Lexus wearing? What kind of armor?
He's still wearing the chain armor.
Okay. Wolfslead, you don't have either of your swords drawn, right?
My sword is not drawn at the moment.
Okay. So let's try this. Perfect. Yeah. So Lexus, you notice one of the lizard folk muttering something. You can see the lips kind of moving, but you can't make out what he's saying. And then all of a sudden, your armor begins to get extremely hot.
I know what he's casting.
I don't know what the. Let's see. It's chain mail, right? Chain shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We'll do. Whoops. Your body begins to heat, and you take 9 points of fire damage.
Hey, you know what would have been great if I got that heal so I wasn't just one shot.
You know what also would have been great? If you were still a healer!
Hey, blame the DM.
That's not my fault.
The hell it isn't.
All right, let's see. So this one. Let's see, what else do I have to play with? Yeah, let's do this. So, mostly one behind you, kind of with its spear, lunges forward, and you feel. Actually, let me make sure this connects first. I think that hits your AC. Yeah.
That does, yes.
You feel this hot burst on your back as this claw kind of in there, like rams into your back, and you could feel a burst of flame, kind of coiling over your shoulders and the back of your neck.
Not fun.
Javaria.
Okay, so she's had about enough of this shenanigans. She's going to be moving forward, and she is going to this one right there.
Okay.
We're going to do a cat claw attack.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay, that is her first one.
Yep.
And then with her other one. Come on.
That'll hit as well.
Okay.
All right. Nicely done. You do it. Take any other actions?
Nope, that is it.
Okay.
No broken nails.
Does he have? He does not. Oh wait, that's Javaria was not where I thought she was. That was another lizard man for a second. Let's see. Oh, I'm on the different. This guy. Yeah. So the guy turns a spear, takes it out of Wolfsleet back, seeing the other two that are there, and then the flames roaring over Wolfsleet. He feels confident being able to take his weapon off of him and chucks it towards Javaria. Being that she's just run out of the jungle screaming and clawing at one of his compatriots. 17 will hit, so that'll be 4 damage. And then let's see.
Wait, who are you hitting?
You?
No!
5.
Stop.
Yeah, that's in range. Okay. And then he goes and
No.
You've got the javelin kind of embedded in him, and he has this shield strapped to his forearm with spikes, and he's just running into you, kind of ramming you with it. That will hit.
Ah!
And that'll be 8 points of damage, so that's Javaria unconscious as well.
Bleh.
Shaman. I think he's still on Wolf's
I'm probably
lead.
the only conscious party member.
And let's see.
So it'll be up to you to convince them not to kill us once we all go down.
That one misses. Alright, Wolf's lead.
It was just a joke, bro.
Is their threat range 5 feet or 10 feet?
It's 5 feet.
Okay. So, I can count. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, so I'm going to move over there.
Alright.
And then I am going to use my action to go full on doggo here.
Oh god, now he's gonna eat this meat and we're gonna have
So-
to start all over again.
Okay.
So again, just like last time, there's you hear the cracks and the yelps coming from Wolf as he kind of falls down to his hands and knees and contorts and twists and breaks as he transforms into his kind of massive were hyena form.
Okay.
He's a knoll.
And that is I have bonus actions, but I don't think I should do anything with them right now. So that's it for me.
Okay. Samoya.
Alrighty, same thing. Gonna start off shooting at this dude right here,
Okay.
and
That'll hit, and that'll kill him.
all right, cool. And then with the Hordebreaker, I'm going to also shoot at this one.
Okay. That will hit and won't kill him though.
It's all right. And then for my second attack, I'm going to shoot this one.
Okay. That will hit.
And
he's
then
still standing.
Hordebreaker this one since he's in range.
All right.
And then probably just gonna send Kit to the closest one to us. I don't want her to get too far away. And actually, I'm going to have her use her Iron Feathers because it seems like it's important thing to do. Oh yay, crit!
Jesus,
Kit is
fuck.
That
useful.
was a little bit of overkill, but it is definitely
Kid is
dead.
useful.
Fucking
Poor
hell,
bird.
25 points of damage on something that had 2 hit points left, but that's fine.
You know what? I don't even care. I am happy that it actually works because the last like 4 or 5 times I've used that spell, because you gave it to me for once per long rest,
Mhm.
they have not hit.
Yep.
So that's the first time it's hit, and it was a crit. So I'm happy.
It's a crit.
See,
That's it for my turn.
You say it only had 2 HP left, which just makes me think that Kit just flew down and just ripped its head off and flew away.
With the head in its
Just
claws,
like-
like this is mine.
This is mine now?
Well, or she just used her Iron Feathers and just like shot feathers out like daggers, and it finally like diced up the meat and like landed on a silver platter with a little bit of garnish.
Well, that's one we don't have to trim. There we go.
All right, Lexus, give me a death saving throw.
Sure.
Don't botch.
It's not a botch, but it's a failure.
Fail.
No be die.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's one failure.
So the lizard man here in front of you, Samoya, just on the inside of the camp, you see him drop to all fours, and you watch his body twist and morph. I don't know why I rolled dice for that. Whatever. As he shifts into a crocodile, and I think Spooner's net's back up. Is he back in roll 20? He is not yet. Get back
Not
in
yet.
roll 20. Rejoin the call. Stop not being here.
Yeah, because he's technically still alive.
No, he's dead.
No, he's not. He's
I thought
down.
he had more than 9
Nope.
HP. 'Cause
He had
didn't
8.
get healed by you?
He had 8.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You only healed him for 1.
But it morphs and shifts into this large crocodile and begins to charge through the jungles at Samoya.
I was about to say, no, I'm down.
Yeah, see if the okay, that's only 7 damage.
It
I'm
lunges
good.
forward, the jaws open, and they snap down around your leg. Let's see, do I get 2 attacks? I don't. Okay. So I'm gonna put you as like held, basically, since you've now have this large crocodile chewing on your leg.
Okay.
Javaria, I need a death saving throw. That'll work.
At least one of you has to make it, because if I can actually kill these last 2 lizard people, I can heal one more time. So one of
And
you
she
at
heals
least-
herself.
Hi, Spooner.
Wolfsleed, you see the same thing. This crocodile morph and crack this lizard folk morph and crack into this crocodile, changing shape and chasing after you through the jungle, lunging forward to bite. I don't think a 7 will do it though.
Nope.
Okay. Wolfsleed.
So, get some beast on beast action here.
Oh my.
He's gonna let out like the classic like werewolf howl, and then bring down the greatsword on this thing.
That'll hit.
Is it still up?
It is not.
Okay, in that case, let's see. Damn, don't have enough movement, but I can move there.
Okay.
That's it.
Samoya. You have this crocodile chewing on your calf. What are you doing?
Well, the first instinct that I can think of would be to try to stab it in the face because it's on my leg. So I'm gonna try out that wonderful dagger I didn't trade away.
That will miss. So it thrashes and like yanks your leg right as you go to swipe at it, throwing you off balance, sending the swipe wide.
Well, Kit's gonna try to attack it too then. Just try to talons it. And she's gonna claw my eyes out. This is perfect.
I was like, oh, Kit got another crit because I saw the plus. And then I was like, no, crit
No,
gotta watch.
No, fuck me.
I'm gone for like 15 minutes.
And everything goes to shit.
And Vibes is unconscious.
Yeah. Like
So
Everybody
getting
is.
death saving
Creation?
throws in a second.
can we do character creation?
We're not that. There's one person still alive.
I
Well, two,
still have like
technically.
50% health, so hopefully I'll be able to kill this last lizard person. He can't have that much HP left.
Hey, I'm still alive too. I can help.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what to do with this botch.
Be gentle.
Just have her attack me, probably, because if I had her going for my leg, then she'd probably just like fucking gash open my femoral artery and I just bleed out everywhere.
Now you know what? Kit swoops down, going for the crocodile that's attached to your leg, thrashing and shaking its head, and ends up missing, but sees this hyena chasing forward towards you, and
Oh,
thinks it's a
no.
threat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And yep,
1d6
that's
plus
14
1.
damage.
No, that was from the botch. I'm gonna re-roll the damage.
Okay.
Or that was from the crit rather. 6 damage.
What type of damage is it?
Slashing.
Slashing? Okay, so I'm only gonna take 3. I'm still up. Barely, but I'm still up.
Lexus, I need a death saving throw.
Do I? How many of those have I failed, by the way?
None so far because I didn't roll them for you. I was gonna let you roll them.
Oh, okay. You want me to roll all of them at once now?
A save. Yeah, I need 2 from you.
2?
Mm-hmm. A fail
Oh.
and a fail.
2 fails.
No!
I had a turn order in here. Stupid.
Are we gonna get Small to come out now?
Maybe. At this point, maybe.
It's just so you can have a spot to roll your death saving throws. All right,
Word.
it is the lizard folk shaman's turn. He's gonna
just gonna try to
let
rip
go
my
and
leg off.
try to basically like leap and grab your midsection with his bite.
Stop it!
That'll hit. So you feel this hot pain as the teeth just kind of tear through the soft tissue between your hips and your ribs, pulling out scale and meat as he like bites down and just thrashes his head to rip it out.
It's alright. We'll just add that to the pile we owe the hag.
Arya, I need a death saving
God.
throw, please.
Oh, wrong mouse. There we go.
Wrong mouse?
Don't ask.
Success. Wolf's lead.
So after kind of snapping at the owl that swooped at him a bit, he's gonna turn his attention back to the croc here.
Don't
And
botch.
yeah, if I do, I sincerely apologize, but you won't be alive to hear the apology.
14 will hit.
Is it still up?
It is not. Well done.
Nice.
Oh my sweet
Okay,
Mary
so at this point, I feel like this is probably a good moment to mention that one of Wolf's flaws is that
You're gonna eat all the fucking meat, aren't you?
he cannot revert back to his normal form until the timer is up for the transformation. Usually you can do it as a bonus action, but he can't. And he's also not entirely in control. He's not aggressive.
Take him out.
He's primal. So he
I
sees
swear to
meat-
God, if you eat me,
he sees meat. A
You
lot of
need
meat
to
on the
take
ground
him out.
around him. His
It's
first
my
thought
turn.
is,
I'm gonna shoot him.
well,
Or
no,
seduce
don't
him.
just straight up kill me.
Hang on. I
He
think he
can
has
be
a
talked to.
will check here. Don't you? That-
Well,
or a
I
save
didn't
of some
take
sort?
damage, so
Oh.
it's not the bloodlust. This is just like straight up out of combat. Think Hulk.
Mhm.
You know, he can be talked to, he can be reasoned with,
I mean, not
but
to
his
go there.
first go-to is primal instincts.
Primal instincts. I mean, like,
Yep. Primal instincts. I'm the only one still standing.
Yeah,
Also, you're-
You are a primal instinct doggo.
he's
and you're
not
prob-
aggressive, is what I'm trying to point
I know,
out.
But last time, all Samoya is remembering is last time he ate all the bodies, and I want to
Yes.
fucking live. And if he's gonna start eating bodies, we're gonna need the meat on his bones to help fulfill the deal we made with Hag Lady. So he's getting a bow to the face.
You're a hunter. He's an animal. You reason with him. That's what hunters do.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. Everybody's down. I want to live.
He's not trying to attack you.
question.
No, I'm not gonna live if I don't collect the meat for old hag bitch upstairs.
I mean, he's a dog. Dogs that aren't fixed usually behave a certain way when they're like feeling primal. So maybe
He's not humping my leg. He
I
wants
was
to
gonna say
eat
maybe
dead
it's not
bodies.
maybe it's not that meat you should be all concerned about.
oh God,
God damn it. All right.
So
I don't
the
know.
way you see him right now is he's kind of hunched down a little bit, and he's a little drooly, and he's kind of looking around at everything that's around right now. He's not making any movements.
Okay, well then I will watch him, and if he goes to eat any of the dead bodies, then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
You are not a very friendly ranger, are you?
No, because me living is contingent on me getting the meat from these bodies back up to old lady bitch. And if he's standing in the way, I have no allegiance to him. Okay?
Savage.
Not at all.
All right.
Because I already have one idiot I have to worry about. I don't need two.
We have Samoya kind of standing ready to take action if Wolfslead looks like he's getting ready to do anything to the bodies. Lexus, give me a death saving throw.
no whammy.
Yep.
Wah, wah.
Is that 2 or 3?
That's 2.
Okay.
2.
Javaria, give me a death saving throw.
You push. You shush.
And that's 2 successes for you?
3.
3? Okay, so
That's
you
3 for
are
her.
you are stable. You are no longer in risk of dying anyway. HP Fox, what is actually before we get to that? Fives, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my third.
You can do this.
I'm
And
so scared.
I could use my heal on you, but since you are hung back during the battle and I'm so focused on Wolf,
No, yeah. As far as order go, I mean, like, okay.
Think happy thoughts.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Gotta think positive. The bird.
What is
Try.
what is Wolfslead doing?
Don't eat fives.
So he's probably kind of sniffing around the area of the dead croc. Is it still in croc form, or did it go back to lizard?
It reverted back to its lizard man form.
So he's probably kind of like pulling at the body, trying to find the crocodile that was just in front of him.
See, communicate. Like, can he can communicate and talk still while in this form, right? Just like broken speech.
Let's see. It does specify here. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, he can speak. It's just kind of broken.
Okay, I'm just curious.
So like 5s.
Kind of, yeah.
Much more toothy.
But yeah, he's kind of pulling at the body that's at the ground, kind of shifting it around, trying to discern what happened, and that's probably all he's doing at the moment.
Okay. So, are you still standing guard, or what are you doing?
I'm going to keep my eyes on Wolf, but I'm going to try to reach over to Lexus. Kind of just like,
Okay.
and do this thing, and hopefully it's fixed.
So Lexus regains 9.
No, that's not right. Or yes, it is. Never mind. I was looking at the thingy.
Yep.
The
Wait,
thingy
use
wrong.
your
That's
Dex
right.
modifier. Is it supposed to be using your Dex modifier?
Is Dex not the Ranger's spellcasting stat?
I think it is.
That seems like a weird spellcasting stat to me. I think it's Wisdom or Intelligence. It's not Dex. Dex is
I think it's wisdom.
I'll
Dex
double
is
check.
a physical thing. Let me see. I got my book right here.
I'm going to ref for the instant replay.
Flag on the play.
It's under review.
That's Druid. There's Ranger. Wisdom modifier.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a 3, not a 4, and I'll fix that.
Okay. So
8.
Lex regains 8 hit points. And is no longer dying.
Yay!
Alright. Javaria, you stabilized already. What are you doing?
Oh god.
More than likely laying on the ground.
Existing.
Crawling over here, just giving encouraging nudges to get up.
Get up, Bambi. Get up.
Like,
Pretty much.
Javaria's just like bumping out with her nose.
Like, come on, you can do it, Verb.
Okay. Wolfsleep.
So I think now at this point he's probably kind of nudging at the body with his muzzle, as dogs kind of tend to do, and nipping at it, testing the strength of its hide. Since it's a lizard, it's a bit stronger than regular skin.
Okay.
If anyone is watching him, they can clearly see that he's starting to kind of nip at it.
No. Pop, boop him on the nose.
Somebody needs to carry up like a rolled up newspaper with
Rolled up
them.
newspaper of divine hurting.
Just snapping to.
No.
No.
Alright,
Spray
Fives.
bottle.
I think you've given me 1 success and 2 fails so far.
Yeah, huh?
Everybody pray for 5s. Hashtag pray for 5s. No.
Ah!
Oh, I was gonna say if he dies, I'm eating him.
No, we can always bring him up to Hag Lady.
Oh, you guys have fun with my carcass.
So yeah, so
That's
Fives
3.
unfortunately succumbs to the injuries that Lexus got.
Fucking thanks. Thanks, Baba Yaga.
And
Those wings are looking awfully nice right about now.
Oh, absolutely.
What wings?
Javaria,
Absolutely.
you could see as Fives' chest was raising and lowering as he was gasping for his last few breaths, and then just doesn't raise any longer.
It's just like a little bell noise comes out, and that's it.
Please don't. Let's not make it that much more melancholic. Not even a heroic sacrifice, man. Die by technicality.
Well, that and you had dust in your eyes, so you didn't see the lizard people. You were just preening and trying to get the dust out of your eyes, and next thing you know, you're just unconscious.
Had a heart attack.
Stress reached 200.
And
How-
if it's,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it's my go, I'm probably gonna draw my bow on Wolf and just kind of look at him and be like, "We need this if we want to live. If you try to eat these bodies, I will put you down."
So probably at the sound of her voice, he kind of snaps his head over his shoulder and glares at her a little bit, lets out a little bit of a growl, and then slowly starts to approach her. He's not making any, well, I guess growling is a little aggressive, but he's not making any hostile actions. He's just approaching, staying low to the ground and approaching.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Aww.
As a ranger, you should recognize this behavior.
Yeah, well,
Rangers
I'm
specialize in
not
animal
exactly-
handling.
You calling her a bad ranger?
Yeah.
That's maybe not something you should be doing right now.
Well, my specialty isn't handling animals. Okay, it's hunting people.
Yo,
Well-
check Twitter when you get an opportunity.
Well, maybe it won't hit you.
It does not.
All right. So, warning shot, more or less.
However, that was an aggressive move towards him. So
Well,
he kind of gets up off the ground and stands at his full, like, 8.5-foot height with his chest kind of puffed out and his fur standing on end. And his growl gets a bit deeper.
his hackles.
I'm just gonna stay there with my bow drawn. Tell him again, we need the meat if we want to live.
How long does the form last?
It lasts for 10 minutes, so if we're doing this round by round, then
This has probably been a little longer than round by round. It's probably been about 5
about 5 minutes?
since
Okay.
you changed. Yeah.
About 5. Too soon, Ipius. Too soon.
It's been about 5s.
Damn it.
Oh, poor Fives.
So I think in a deep grumbly voice, he probably finally speaks and just says, "How much meat?"
200 pounds of meat.
Somebody get out their apothecary scale.
Roughly how much meat is around us right now?
Just meat. It's including 5s.
Yes.
No.
It's probably 250 pounds because 5s is light and little.
Yeah. Birds, hollow feather, hollow bones and such.
No, I'm laying on him. This is mine.
Wait, you don't get to eat meat?
Javari's
I'm
just
not
gonna, like,
eating you. I'm
carry
protecting your body.
5s around in her mouth.
Like a
You
cat.
would have wanted it this way.
The cat, and the dog are fighting over who gets to eat the bird.
That's actually a good point. Is Javaria laying claim to the body?
Yes,
Is
I'm
she
literally
very
laying
clearly-
on top of 5s. Like, no.
So-
Phrasing.
Her body language, I guess, is saying, "This meat is mine."
This meat mine no touch.
Like an ocelot just spraying pee everywhere.
In that case,
Now,
No.
yeah, okay. So he'll back down, and kind of back away from the remaining meat. But he's still just sitting there, eyeing it very intently for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. And I think with that here, this is a good spot for us to take our second break, even though it's a little early.
Oh wait, couldn't
ahead.
Spoon have used his inspiration point to try to?
I would have had to claim it anyway, but I don't think
know.
inspiration works on a saving throw.
It
'cause
doesn't.
It's
It
only
doesn't?
one. It's only one number that rolls.
Oh, shame.
If it would have been like a double, I don't even know that that's a thing. A double dice saving throw, or like
not for death saving
advantage
throws. Death saving throws are just simply like roll and get either
over under.
over
Yeah.
under. Yeah.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right.
so we are going to take our second break for the evening, even though it's a little early, just because it feels like a good transition spot. And my knees are killing me, so I need to get up and stretch them real quick. So we're going to take about 5 minutes or so, and we will be right back. You folks that are watching at home, pour one out for fives. And
Pour two
And-
out.
Maybe we'll have a
Or five
zombie fives.
Yeah, it's like Spoon. What are you doing? I'm decomposing.
but we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out, guys. All right, we are back. Welcome back, everybody.
Dude.
We use D&D Beyond.
Okay, thank you. I will. It should be in my history, and I'll send that to Spooner in a minute.
Yay.
All right, so you guys have let the 5 minutes pass. Wolf's lead is reverted, his bones cracking and his painful expression shifting across his face as he reverts back into his human form. You're sitting there with 4 lizard folk corpses and a 5 corpse. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna start getting meat together.
Okay.
I knew he was gonna ask.
Give me a survival check, Samoya, for cleaning the meat from the bones.
Okay.
That'll work. So it's going to take you quite a while to do that. You got 4 different corpses. 16. Probably going to take you like an hour and a half, 2 hours to clean all of that, because you're just kind of going through and tearing the meat from the bones, slicing through the skins with your dagger, and just kind of pulling it off. Are you like throwing it into a sack? Are you just like throwing it into the dirt, or what are you doing with it?
I'm just gonna throw it into a sack.
Okay. All right, so an hour and a half passes. What's everybody else doing in this time other than decomposing?
That.
The rest of you can take a short rest if you want, since it is going to take her an hour and a half to do it.
Can you guys put like coins on my eyes and stuff? That'd be
Yep.
nice.
But
Yep.
you're a bird. Aren't your eyes like on the sides of your head, sort of? They just fall off.
Figure it out, man. You're the ones that are alive. What do I gotta come up? I'm dead. I'm not. I'm not
I'm too dead to care.
I'm too dead to
Yep.
care. Just do it.
You just need to call your internet company and demand compensation because 5s died because of their incompetence.
Yeah, something like that.
So, Alexis is like doing an internal struggle right here
Of course.
on the possibility of making a deal to bring 5s back.
Dormammu. Are we doing that again?
Baba Yaga, I've come to bargain.
Baba Mormu, I've come to make a deal.
Well, seeing as how I technically follow her now,
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Lexus is just gonna say, "Bring him back." I don't care the price. Bring him back.
Maniacal laugh.
Okay.
Please, no, don't.
Are you waiting until Samoya is done cleaning the meat from the bones, or are you just doing it kind of as soon as you get a moment's?
Yeah, as soon as like he's able to, he just gets up and walks away from like a little from the rest of the group and just says that.
Okay.
If I come back with 2 heads, so help me God.
5 and 6.
Yep, that's yes. I'm not doing 2 different voices though. They talk at the same time.
You better learn to harmonize with yourself.
One of us lies. One of us always tells the truth.
You just get a mixer with the echo effect. You'll be fine.
Well, I think I can. No, not on this one.
Please.
Damn it.
Please no.
So the jungles around you shift into what's becoming a very familiar bog. The green glow of the fence around Baba Yaga's hut off in the distance down the broken and worn boardwalk. How is Wolfslead reacting to this? Because this will be his first time. So
Oh, you took his friggin' Baba Yaga cherry. Ew.
Ew.
I think he's just staying put and on high alert, wondering what the heck is going on.
okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm just cleaning meat off bones.
The meat is sunk into the bog as the bog rose around you. You reach down into the bog to find it, and you just get handfuls of like peat moss and water.
No!
I'm just gonna go off stomping up the damn billboard or the little walkway, whatever it is. It's just
The
today-
boardwalk?
The boardwalk.
The
boardwalk.
billboard walk.
The billboard walk.
The thing that's the wood under our feet.
The thing that I walk on to get to the bitch's house. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I am currently, with my 1 HP, carrying Fives on my back so he doesn't sink into the bog.
Okay. The fence posts turn as you approach, looking at you, mostly gazing at Wolf's lead. I'm assuming he's following and approaching with them.
Yeah, once everyone kind of started to just leave, he's like, "What about me?"
Yeah,
and
and-
just goes with them.
Okay.
Like as like Lexus passes like the skulls and everything, he just looks at him and just says, "He's a new addition."
And you almost it almost looks like they nod, and then they go back to looking out the perimeter of the area that's cleared off. The hut is there, crouched on its legs, door open, kind of a warm glow coming from inside of it.
You said the door's open.
It is.
I don't even hesitate. I walk in.
Okay.
Me too.
You walk into the room that you originally saw when you entered the hut. This is a small room with the bed and the brazier. And you hear the voice emanate from the corners of the room. And it's Baba Yaga's, and she says, "You look tired, my friends. Sleep." You all gain the effects of a long rest.
I'll take that.
I'll take it to you. I'm still not happy, but I'll take it.
I don't trust where this is going, but
Well, of course not. It's Baba Yaga.
You wake up and you find yourselves in the same room with a doorway that wasn't there when you entered in the back of the room. It's a regular door, bound in iron kind of door handle on it.
I try the door.
It swings open, and before you, you see a set of stairs going down deep into the dark that you're not able to see the end of.
Even with my dark vision,
Even with your dark vision, well, how far is your dark vision? 60 feet?
120.
120? You can see that it ends somewhere just kind of outside of your vision. You make out the rough outline of a door in a wall at the bottom of them. Give me an Arcana check real quick.
I am proficient.
Okay. The steps seem
Oh no,
magical.
steps.
It's always steps. It's always steps with her. Every time we come here, she can't just
No,
talk.
no. It's always steps with Imp. I always fall down steps in his games.
In real life. In real
Yeah.
life, too. It's
Call a
not-
Cthulhu.
Well, let's make this 3 for 3.
No, I'm not carrying you too.
I carefully begin to walk down the steps.
Are you going first?
Yeah,
Okay. What's
Like
your normal
he-
movement speed?
30.
So your foot hits the first step, and you feel yourself begin to quicken. You feel some magic pushing you down the stairs.
Define push.
He's moving faster than he normally would.
Okay, not like push like, hey, like. Just curious.
But I'm still able to like make my way down without tripping, right?
Give me a dexterity save.
All right.
Had to ask.
You know what my dexterity is?
Crap.
4.
10.
Top stat.
Oh.
No, curse stat.
You make it. So
Plot
you make
twist.
it down the first. You make it down the first step. You're able to catch yourself from moving further.
And then he's gonna pop out of Kits's throat.
That's a dead bird. That's the second one in a row. No.
All right, so how far do I go down?
So far, you're only down one step. There look like there's about 70 of them.
I don't have time for this.
Sit and scoot. Sit and scoot.
I
Do I
can't
have
like a
anything?
toddler.
more at the end of this, but it'll be worth it.
There are walls, right?
There are.
Sure. Let's just try this. I'm gonna cast Spider Climb and like walk down the walls.
Okay.
Hacks.
That'll work. You're able to get to the bottom of the steps by walking down the walls, and you get down and you notice that the wall, instead of being a flat wall that you would normally kind of expect to find, has these spikes that are protruding from it about 4 inches out.
Down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And there in the center of them is an iron door.
Of course there is, because it's never easy with her, is it?
There's nothing easy.
What do you? So the rest of you still at the top of the stairs, or what are the rest of you doing?
I'm using using 5s as a toboggan. He doesn't care. He's dead.
I have to.
Only I
You
will
went
allow
from
it.
protecting him to using him
I
as a
will-
vehicle.
I will allow it only if she says he would have wanted this way before every manhandling. Okay? Every manhandling, like taking off Five's pants, he would have wanted this. Use him as a toboggan. He would have wanted. Use him as an umbrella. However you're
would
gonna
have
use
wanted this.
I think for the way that this is set up, I think that you would just go down at a normal speed.
I'm gonna go with my original plan and basically sit and scoot.
Give me a dexterity save at a disadvantage.
Wow. Like what, like a dog dragging their taint kind of sit and scoot?
Pretty much.
Oofta.
All right. So you get down the first step and you feel it propel you and you catch yourself.
Well, this is annoying. You know what? I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna stay here. I just wanted a corpse meat for this stupid old hag so that we didn't die. But now this old hag is trying to kill us again. I'm done. I'm just hanging out here. I'm just sitting on this step.
The cyclical nature of this quest is just so.
No, this step is my life now. I'm good.
All right.
I'm just gonna sit there and hang out with Kit. You guys have fun. I'm good.
This is
The
my
initial
life. I
D.
live here.
Eurobeat intensifies as Samoa is like drifting down the freaking stairs.
What is Wolfslead doing?
I'm gonna walk down the stairs like a normal person.
All right. So you hit the first one. Your speed doubles. And you begin to move quicker. Give me a. You're not trying to stop yourself?
Well, once I feel that, I'm just gonna go with it and kind of leap my way down the stairs with either athletics or acrobatics, I guess.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I am proficient in this.
So you trying to figure out how you're going to stop yourself. Yeah. So every step that you hit, your speed is increasing as you're going down these steps. You're able to keep yourself upright and continue to bound down them. You realize that there's a spiked wall and an iron door fast approaching.
What material is the floor made out of? Is it
Stone?
just like a wooden? Oh, it's stone.
Yeah.
Actually, that should still be fine. I might break my wrist or something. But as I approach the bottom, I'm going to kind of ready my greatsword here, and just kind of hold it at an angle so it kind of digs into the ground where the floor meets the wall, and use that to just like abruptly stop myself.
Okay.
I imagine I'm going to take some damage from this, like similar to falling damage or something.
Give
but
me a strength save, or a strength check rather.
strength check. I can do that wherever it is. There it is.
All right. I'm glad the 20 came up and not the 13. Because it was a DC 15 in my head. You ram your sword into the ground to brace it, and you can feel it as the hilt impacts you kind of in the solar plexus, driving into it because you're moving at 2,100 feet per round. So what's that per second? That's
2,100 feet per round.
Damn.
so 350 feet per second.
You said it doubles for every step that I.
Oh, you're right. So it
Touch,
actually would have
right.
been 30.
Well, and
So
because
the
I'm
power of-
jumping from step to step, so I'm only
Oh, right.
hitting a
Okay.
couple steps.
Let's see. Well, let's say a fourth of them. So still hitting 17 of them. 30 to the power of 17. How do I do that on this calculator? There we go. 17. So it's. You probably wanted to go with the 2,100. It's a lot of zeros.
Jesus Christ.
Right. I mean, if it doubles with each one I hit, though, then that means my jump distance also doubles with each one.
So,
So-
does this just mean that, like, when he hits the wall or the floor,
It's
that
still
the
half that
impact just
number.
creates a black hole and just destroys everything?
It's just the Big Bang, and this is how the universe was created.
Damn.
Should have used a 5's toboggan.
Should have just used the 5 toboggan.
You saved though, so I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do damage for. I'll use a modified fall damage. We'll do /R 8 D. That's gonna kill you, no matter what I roll.
80d6.
We'll do this.
What's the default long jump distance?
I think it's your strength score.
Yeah, that'll work. So you slam your sword down into the ground, stopping yourself, feeling the hilt run kind of into your chest. And you can almost feel it, or you feel it as it punctures through the flesh. And your hands are gripping the hilt of it, covered in your blood as it's kind of spilling from your abdomen. You're going to take some internal damage from it. 39 points.
Oh.
I just look, I'm like, you did not have to come down the stairs.
He lets out a bit of a grunt and grits his teeth as he pulls the pommel of his sword out of his gut, and just kind of slings it back over his shoulder, and stands there waiting for the next move.
As I point to the spikes. So there's that lined up with the door. Don't know if it's a pressure plate or a switch on the door. You want to look at that, Javaria?
Sure. I shove.
Do
my
not use
body
5s.
into it.
No, do not
No,
use
no, that's-
5s.
It's like
The
fucking
monk.
Dungeon
The monk.
at Bernie's.
Send the monk. Like, okay.
Is my body riddled with spikes now?
Like, I just use him to test it. Like, you know, when you have like a little frog on a stick and you poke something with it.
Wow. No, this is good.
What are you?
Somebody draw this right now as we speak.
What are you poking with him?
Wait, what?
You said you were poking him at something. I didn't hear what it was.
I was just kind of propping him up, and instead of using my hand, I'm using Fives' hand to check the door.
Oh, okay, to push on it?
You are the worst rogue ever.
It gets the job done.
It doesn't open.
Okay. I gingerly lay Fives down.
Well, now there's Ginger.
Okay.
You forgot to say this is what he would have wanted.
It is what he would have wanted. Hang on, let me get my
It's what he would have done. Let's just be honest.
This is true.
It's literally what he would have done.
Alright, and okay, so since it's not rigged to explode from touching, I am. What would be a good one to use to, I guess perception, or trying to see if it's locked, if there's some kind of other,
Perception will work.
perception, okay. And this is proficient. Okay.
No, it's not trapped as far as you can tell.
This is fine. And I just go to open it.
You push on it and it doesn't open.
No.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling this is what's going to happen. Javaria, step back. I think I have to open the door.
I grab Fives by the shoulders and away from the door.
Thank you. Says the spirit of Fives.
Ghost?
I try to open the door.
Give me a perception check. You pull on the door handle and it opens. Javaria was trying to push it open and it just didn't open that way.
What's on the other side?
The other side is looks to be a bedroom. You can see a large rug splayed out in the middle of the room, a desk off to the left, and a bed to the right, and a stairwell going down. Against the left wall is a couch, and there are shelves that line the room. On the shelves, seated and arranged with care, are stuffed animals.
Stuffed animals of what?
They vary. There are some that are displacer beasts, some mind flayers, some harpies, hook horrors, scorpions, gremlins,
Okay, a
goblins.
little bit less awe.
Normal kind of fantasy Forgotten Realms monsters.
Okay.
Are we talking like cute little like stuffed animal, or are we talking taxidermy?
No, cute little stuffed animals.
Okay, back to awe.
So these are like stylized versions of like displacer beasts and hook horrors that are like in bright purple and made out of felt, and they have button eyes.
I want one.
Don't touch. Who knows? Maybe you touch one, you become one.
That would be so cool.
That would make a lot of sense.
I walk into the room.
Okay.
Is there another door into this room, or is it just
There's a stairwell on the right hand side beside the bed.
all right? If nobody or anything is in here, I just continue on down the stairwell.
Okay. What about Javaria?
it's the rogue in me. I'm curious. I'm sorry. I am going with the fives on my back, because he's my monkey, my problem now, and I am not touching because I'm a little bit more self-aware than that. I'm investigating these displacer stuffed toys.
Okay, what are you doing? Are you just looking at them, or?
I don't want to touch it because just displacer beasts in general tend to be bad job, so anything related to them. But I'm giving them a very close once over.
Okay. How close to them are you getting? Are you like putting your face up to it, or?
My face is close enough that if I breathe on it, the fur on the stuffed animal would probably move, but not much closer than that.
Okay. So you go to lean forward, and you know that you're still probably an inch away from this thing, and you feel something press against your nose. And the moment that you do, the world around you shifts. You find yourself looking down over the edge of a great distance. And there, in front of you, purple tentacles rising from its back, button eyes, and a mouth that's just snarling, is a displacer beast.
Immediately bring fives out in front of me like, here, take this, he would have wanted it. There's not going to be much left to resurrect at this point, but
What is Wolfsleep doing as everyone walked into the room?
I think just watching with a lot of confusion on his face.
So you see Javaria lean forward to investigate this stuffed animal, and then a moment later, she's not there, and you see on the shelf a small action figure-sized Javaria standing and kind of shrieking back behind an action figure-sized fives at this displacer beast.
So and where is Lex, and what is he doing?
I went down the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Baba Yaga.
What is this funhouse? Javaria?
Javaria, suddenly you hear a noise that causes pressure on your eardrums to the point where you have to raise your hands over your ears to keep them from erupting.
And I'm a tabaxi, those things are sensitive.
So I think seeing that reaction, he'll probably lower his voice to a whisper and just say, "What's going on?"
I think I've been displaced.
God damn it.
So, not only am I dead, but I'm probably really bruised up. My eardrums are more than likely ruptured. Soon I will have holes where holes did not exist before. Okay. So you guys are not planning on bringing me back from the dead, right? Because if so, not in this body.
Can I pick her up?
See,
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring you back. I'm not the one using you as a shield and a vehicle and a lockpick. I mean,
I want to pick up Javaria in fives.
Okay. You
Be gentle.
pick them up, are you just placing them in your hand, or what are you doing with them?
Yeah, just kind of holding on to, one in each hand.
Okay.
Uh,
You can
go.
feel the weight beginning to grow as each of the figures begins to expand.
So this is a little humorous because I can hold the weight of a large creature. So I'm probably just going to end up holding each of them in one hand in their full size.
Okay. You just like having them stand on your hands outstretched, or what?
I imagine they would end up just kind of like sitting on my arm. Well, Javario would be sitting on one arm, and Fives would be kind of
Limp,
Like a
on one arm, but more
Slumped
like
over.
slumped against me.
like sunglasses on, just
Weekend at Bernie's. Okay. So after about 30 seconds, they're full size, and my net just shit itself.
no, it didn't.
Oh, there it goes.
still here.
It did for
Oh.
like a split second. I saw it.
Oh.
So after about 30 seconds, they return to their full size, and are you going to carry them down the steps? Or are you putting them on the floor? What are you doing with them?
I'll put Javaria down, and just say, maybe don't touch anything. I can carry this one for you if you'd like. Unless you're
This
planning on tobogganing down any more steps with him.
She mutters under her breath, "That's what he would have wanted."
I mean, if it's what he would have wanted, and he kind of holds him out for her. You
Carefully.
knew him better than I did.
It's like giving a child a brand new doll. She just picks him up and just hug carries him.
Okay. So Rojan, as you walk down the steps, listening to the shenanigans going on behind you, the steps kind of round a corner and open up into the sitting room that you're used to kind of seeing Baba Yaga in. The curtain drawn, braziers lit in the four corners.
Is she in there?
Are you asking, or what are you doing to find out?
Oh, just walking in.
Okay, well, the curtain's drawn at the moment. She hasn't said anything if she's in the room.
Okay. Well, it's not, like I said, I'm just walking in, and if she's there, then I'll converse with her. But kind of tired of her BS.
Aw.
Okay, and you see the curtain begin to part and pull to the side, and she's sitting there, and she looks down and she says, "Yes, my servant, how can I help you?"
corporate accounts, Lena speaking. Just a moment.
Fives has fallen, and I need him raised.
He can't get up.
Life alert.
If you can, raise him. Also, before we entered here, possibly to, a living state, not undead, not full holes or anything. I don't know why, but Javaria was riding him down the stairs like some sort of weird vehicle. I'm now
Some sort
questioning
of
why.
weird
I'm now questioning why we were even chosen to begin with to come here to try to remove a death curse when it seems we just bungle our way through everything.
She sighs and smiles, and she says, "I can raise him." And Javaria, your feet begin to lift off the floor as
I don't
Fives
mean-
begins to float in the air.
I am.
You know damn well that's not what I meant.
She has this playful, kind of twisted smile on her face. "I know. Relax. I was having a bit
So
of
I
fun."
will give you points for the creativity.
She says, "You've caught me in a good day, and I was enjoying some humor. It doesn't happen often. You want him back.
Indeed, I do.
Why?"
I owe him. He brought me back, or made a deal to bring me back.
You did indeed.
I feel it's only, I don't know the word, but to do the same.
Do you know what he gave up to bring you back?
He's mentioned it many times.
What would you give up to bring him back?
Don't do the lifelink thing again, please.
You ask this of somebody who has already given up everything that they've known.
Very true. Very true. I'll tell you what. I have a feeling that this death curse that you are after to solve is bound to an object. These things usually are. Bring it to me when you find it. Give me your word, and I will give you back your bird.
That rhymed.
If you can bring him back as he was, then you have my word.
Fine, yes. In fact, I will do you one better, since you are here so humbly before me, and I have had a good day. And she leans over to her cauldron. These are the ones that kind of sit beside her throne. You've felt heat off of them before, but have never seen flame. And she reaches in and pulls out a handful of gems. And you're sure at this point her skin should be scorched and on fire, but you don't see any show of pain from her. And she grasps one of the gems. It's a ruby, kind of about the size of a $50. And she stands and kind of cracks her back and stretches a little bit. And she's not as hunched over when she stands up as you would expect her to be. And she walks over to where Fives' body is floating in the air, because she did raise him earlier. And she takes the gem and she opens Fives' mouth and she reaches down for like to the point where her elbow is in like right at the end of the beak, and she pulls her hand back out, the gem now missing. And Fives' body kind of hangs in the air for a moment before gently kind of sliding down to the floor. And she has a seat back on her throne, and you can see her lips mutter as move as she's muttering something, but you can't make out what she says. And there Fives kind of rises up back to his feet, his head kind of limp for a moment, and then he rolls it back around and his eyes open. She says, "I've brought him back as you've asked, but beware that this may not be permanent. I do not know the strength of this death curse that you are out to solve, and it may have effects on him."
What kind of effects?
Well,
I mean, no, this is me asking impious. Like, is this...
I will tell you after
Okay.
And it's like, well, you brought me back with little effects, so let's hope that settles for him as well.
She says, "Well, I did remove your dependence on him and his dependence on you for life. But there may be some consequences."
Even more of a reason to drop this death curse as fast as possible.
She kind of nods.
Speaking of death, you said you wanted it captured. You didn't state on how we should capture something of that power.
No, I leave that up to you and your discretion.
Well, all right. I mean, just know who you're dealing with here.
She says,
I mean, you've seen us bumble around this jungle enough to know.
And yet, you're all still here. I have my confidence in you.
Well, at least someone has confidence in us.
Well, even if you can't capture death, I'm sure you can attract it.
Oh, that we can definitely do. Death seems to like to follow us around.
At about that point, the world around you begins to shimmy and return back to the jungles of Chult. You hear a lingering voice from Baba Yaga, and she says, "Don't tell Nanny Poo Poo what I've done."
You have my word.
Oh, she'd be mad.
Alright, what are you guys doing? You are back at the camp where you first picked up Samoya. Your hands are full of lizard man meat again.
Am I back at the camp because I never left the top stair?
You are.
Okay.
Lewd.
I think she's kind of going through like a mental break at this point. Like I imagined her just sitting on the stair and leaning against the wall or laying back like this, just like coming up with random songs and shit about
I'm
how
so
much she
done with
hates
this
her
shit.
life. And yeah, like how the
Can't
fuck
sleep,
did I
clowns
get
leap me.
here? Yeah. just like, and I'm pretty sure she now has this little bit of a complex because Baba Yaga's been fucking with them so much that she's got like a little nervous tick where she'll just like randomly just start muttering things every once in a while.
It's a full-on PTSD.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So, yep. I've got
You-
all
you-
the meats.
Shake your head and realize that you're no longer sitting on the top of the stair and you're covered in gore and blood up to your elbows from tearing meat off of bones. Looking down, seeing the bones and the meat in your hand again.
All right, let's go deliver the meat to Nanny Poo Poo.
I'm gonna just pretty much just try to screech out at her to poof us back because I ain't got the patience to walk back up there.
How did we get in the jungle?
We've been here, Fives.
We were on top with poop.
She teleported us down.
You took a nap, it's fine. And she just starts licking the side of his head like they're their baby.
Why does my chest hurt?
Ears go back, guilty face. Don't worry about it.
As I just walk by Fives and pat him on the shoulder. By the way, we're even.
Okay.
What does he mean? Telling Javaria.
She just gets this look on her face like she's about to cry.
I'm sorry I rode you down the stairs.
It's what you would have wanted.
Oh God, really, Alicorn Poo Mountain?
Ow.
So what was Samoya yelling out to get her attention?
Pretty much dinner's served or something along those lines.
Okay. Is Fives making a bell noise with it, like a dinner bell noise? I feel like he should.
It's more in that.
No.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not
kind of.
Are you not hungry?
Just like.
Fives is pretty just confused.
Okay.
Like, what happens when you die, you know? And then you're not dead anymore. Everything's just very confusing. Like, there's just a big blackout time of space that's, something must have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I imagine the last thing you remember is getting some dust in your eye, and then. like,
Yes, we were on the top of the plateau, and then the wind whippoorwilled, or whatever it is that Impius made the wind do. And then it got in my eye, and I was doing this, and then we're in the jungle. And everybody looks like Alicorn's rocking back and forth, like, you know, the cat is really goddamn jittery, more so than usual. The wolf guy is very confused as well. And Sardonic Hot Topic is just being like extra snarky. Not even a little bit of snarky, like damn. Like damn snarky.
So,
Yeah.
moment later, after Samoya says dinner is ready, you find yourselves at the top of the plateau again. They're kind of standing around Nanny Poo Poo's hut. And she looks up and she scans you. She sees the bag of meat and she holds out a hand towards it.
Gonna hand it over to her.
She takes
200
it,
pounds of meat.
hefts it in one hand, and just like sets it down. And her eyes haven't left the group. She continuing looking around. Something's different.
Javaria just like
Where
bears
have,
her feet
where
ears
have
back.
you been?
Down there, slaughtering a bunch of lizards. It's
Mm.
probably different because we're covered in their blood now.
No, it's not the blood. There's something else. Her eyes kind of fix on Fives.
Hello.
What happened to you, I wonder?
I don't
you
know.
would not believe the number of things that happen to Fives. I will just tell you that right now. I don't know what you're referencing, but things
What?
always happen to the bird.
He wants fake sex for a frog
Frog.
king.
Ha!
You guys did what?
Oh, it's a
She
great
lets
story.
out-
We'll tell you later.
She lets out this great laugh. I bet he did an excellent job too.
He did.
He got the croaking spot on.
Well then, a
Okay,
deal is a deal. You were to bring me some meat, and I was to what was it again?
We need death.
Oh, that's right.
Not our death, obviously.
And I
yes,
suppose
not our death.
telling you that would be a bad idea is out of the question.
Everything we've done is bad idea.
Coming here was a bad idea.
what's one more bad idea?
She shrugs and she says, "Stay here. I'll let you make your bad decisions on your own. Just a moment." She goes into her hut for a minute. She comes back out holding this black velvet bag. And you can see there's something contained inside. It's probably a quarter-inch thick, probably 2 inches wide, square. And she says, "I can't guarantee what you'll get, but it is in here." And she, like, who's reaching for it? Anybody?
I'll take the bag.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
She hands it to you. I'm gonna regret doing this.
And the deck falls out.
It feels like a deck of cards.
Of course it does. Of course it does. What is this?
This is how you get Death's attention. Death likes to play his little games, so this is another one of them.
What, do I challenge it to poker, or what are we talking about here?
Something like that.
Explain, please. I'm not really an expert on summoning or communicating with death.
Pull a card, and maybe you'll get Death, and maybe you won't. But he's in there somewhere.
Can
Wait
I
a
just pull a
moment.
card?
I was about to say
I've got
Smoy's
the-
probably with the state of mind she is.
I've
She's
got the
in
deck
right
in
now.
my. I've got the deck in my hands.
Mhm.
Ari's making little grabby fingers.
So
Yep.
what you're telling me is, I have to draw a card, and there's a
Let's-
chance we'll meet death.
Can I slide a hand and just try to draw a card?
No, it's in a sealed, like, velvet bag
Oh,
with
okay, never
drawstrings on it and stuff. Basically, if you've ever seen, like, a tarot deck bag,
Mhm.
it's like that.
So there are other things in here that can happen.
Absolutely. Like I said, Death likes his games.
I look back to the rest of the group. Well, you guys ready to play a card game?
Yeah, okay.
I take the deck out. Shuffle it.
Okay?
Wait. Fives wants to draw.
No, fives. You've been through enough today.
What are you talking about?
It's what you would have wanted. And I
I'll tell
just
you
placed
later.
My hand on your beak.
Okay.
God. Part of me just wants to 52 pick up and just throw it in her face, but that doesn't do anything. Probably cause the world to explode.
I did think of that and did have a consequence for that.
Of course you
Just
did.
draw from the bottom.
All right. Yeah, I draw from the. Do I draw from the bottom or the middle?
Bottom.
Yes.
Cut the deck.
Bottom.
Hey,
Cut the
Dark
deck.
Jedi.
Take the top card.
I take the cards, and I lay them on the ground, and I fan them out, and I just randomly just choose one from like the middle-ish area.
Okay.
I can't believe you're doing this.
So the deck is ivory, and it's got this gold embellishment kind of on the back of it. The cards catch the fading light and glint a little bit as you spread them out. Nanny Poo-Poos takes several steps backwards. She is almost like to the door of her hut, but peering on, curious. As you fan the cards out, the wind kind of dies down, and the air at the top of the plateau stills for a moment. And you draw a card, you hold it in your hand face down for a moment, kind of looking, scanning around at the rest of the party. As you flip it over, and there, illustrated on the front of the card, or the face of the card, is a man hanging by his wrist in a jail cell, the light of the sun peering in and just missing him. You feel something shift and change on your body. You look down and realize that you're no longer wearing your armor. You no longer have your weapons, just a loincloth around you.
Just him or all of us?
Just him. And you feel the connection that you've had to the Fae since agreeing to Baba Yaga's conditions severed.
He's
Okay.
alone.
Did he disappear or is he
No,
still?
he's still there.
So what happened aside
Like-
from me just losing everything?
You lost
So-
everything.
So you're like soul level 1 run.
You are level 5 with no gear, no spells, no nothing.
No class or anything?
No class. Big ol' reset button.
Lucky.
Does that along? Wait, does that go along with everything else? Every fucked up thing that's happened to me?
Yep.
I'm kind of I'm kind of sad for one of those, but
So, do we draw again?
Are you asking this in character?
Yes.
I start to laugh.
I take off my whatever the fuck it is, my thing that I'm wearing, my tunic thing, and I hand it to him.
Don't draw. It's all cursed. This is nothing but a ploy.
It totally fits, by the way, because it was really oversized on me.
Well, I think at this point, like I said, my state of mind, I'm just going to kind of chortle at the whole cursed comment. It'd just be like, I've been cursed before. What's another go round? It's the least I can do.
How does that work mechanically? Level 5 character, but no class.
This means he gets to pick one.
But like, you have no armor.
I don't think it. I don't know how this works.
Essentially, I'm going to make him a fighter because that's the basic. You don't need specialized training in anything.
Oh, okay.
So that was in my head what I was going to do.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm gonna toss Lex one of my daggers. So he at least has something for now, and I am going to draw. Since Lex is the one who made the deal with Baba Yaga to free Crest, and I was the one who wanted to do it. So this is something that I can do to try to help us fix
Okay.
that. So
So you feel the wind die down. It's almost as if like the universe knows that you're reaching out towards the deck.
Okie dokie. Then I guess I'm gonna give it another shuffle and kind of do the same thing
Okay.
and fan it out and probably pick from, if you think of it in quarters, probably from the middle of the second quarter.
Okay. You hold the card and you look around for a moment before flipping it over, and on the face of the card is this distorted, grinning face. Its eyes peering back at you with this large pointed hat kind of tilted sideways on its head. And you feel suddenly that you owe the universe something.
Oh, I already had that anyway.
Something more. I'll tell you out of character. Actually, I just whispered it to you in Discord.
Okay.
This is getting really interesting.
This
About tree
deck
fitting.
always is.
you owe the universe about tree fitting. Nice, Grax.
Okay. That's a weird one. Alright, well, didn't work for me.
That was a scary response.
Hmm?
That was a scary reaction. Like, oh, well, okay.
It's fine. This is all fine. Everything is fine.
Okay, fives draws.
Fives, I have a feeling, just reaches out and grabs one kind of unceremoniously and
Yep.
just flips it over.
And then I'm gonna show it to people. Huh? What's my card?
Give him a second. He's
You,
gonna actually draw.
You flip the card over, and on it is a brooch. Gold inlaid with emerald and pearls. Fives, I'm sure, has a money sack on him, right?
Yes.
It all of a sudden gets extremely heavy.
Woohoo!
We rich! Woo!
Like, so I reach down, grab my money, like, feeling the heft suddenly. I'm like, I hold the card in my mouth, and I grab my, I grab my sack. We're all fucking 12, and what's the deal with doctor? Tell it to me straight. What's wrong with my sack?
2,000 gold points.
Sorry. All right.
You can buy your own ship to sail the fuck out of here now.
That's exactly what I'm fucking doing. I kind of look at it. I literally squat on the ground and start counting it.
Oh no!
One by one. You're gonna be there for
Like-
a little bit.
Like right there from one bag to another.
Okay.
I still have the card in my mouth.
What are the rest of you doing?
I look over at Wolf and kind of nod towards the card, the deck, like, you wanna, or
I think Wolf, he kind of jams his sword into the ground, as he tends to do when he's just standing around, and kind of uses it to hold his weight. He's just like, nope, this is not my battle.
all right. Jabari just kind of cracks her knuckles, kind of slides the deck of cards away from him, and starts doing a quick shuffle.
Okay.
All dexterity and roguey like.
She sleight of hands the death card.
Yep, that's my plan. I'm gonna cheat the deck.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Suddenly, all of your fingers fall off.
You shut your face.
You're fairly confident you were able to pull it off. The card that you're looking for, you watched it shuffle by a couple times. It's a Grim Reaper with a large scythe kind of arced over his head. And you're fairly certain in your skills that it is now the top card.
And I draw.
You draw and turn the card over, and there, looking back at you from the face of the card, is a golden throne.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, Five's got money. It might not be bad.
Queen of Chult.
Yeah, and Lex got reset, so it can be bad.
Lex's save data was corrupt.
You don't even want to know what's happening to me, okay?
What, can you like poop out of your mouth and eat out of your butt or something? Like what's going on with your character, dude?
Javaria suddenly feels the weight of responsibility on her shoulders, as though her decisions suddenly matter and affect those outside of herself.
Oh no, you can't do that to her. She's been fancy free for so long. Don't do
Aw.
that.
They made you a grown up.
No!
Aw.
And
Oh gosh, she really feels bad about Fives.
are we like out of character? Is this something that we can draw multiple times?
Mhm.
Because
Oh God.
You can if
this
you need
is
to.
yeah, well, because the thing that you told me, like I feel like I owe something, isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
And Five's got money, and Lex just
Lots
got
of money.
off, and Javaria doesn't seem to be. She seems all right? So this can't be that bad.
Javaria is just suddenly really somber.
Lex is gonna take the deck.
Okay.
Can I try to wrestle him to take another card?
I've had enough of this godforsaken land. Since we've gotten here, I've lost anything and everything that was important to me. And now here we are on the top of a godforsaken plateau, drawing playing cards to hopefully summon death, as all it seems to do is wish us some random amount of fate.
Oh no!
Give
no, no,
me-
no, no, no,
One more card
no!
to call
Javaria's
my
having
debt to crest. Satisfying.
Oh my god, Javaria's having an existential crisis now. It's like, does she let them keep playing and cause, all kinds of chaos and drama, and just, or let them, like stop them because something bad's gonna
No,
happen?
Lexus begins to
Her.
walk. Lexus begins to walk away with the cards in his hand.
No.
Not paying attention. I think I lost count around 500. Had to start all over.
And he's gonna go until he reaches like the edge of the cliff.
Okay.
Do a flip.
Do not throw the cards over the cliff.
Do
Oh,
a flip.
He just holds his hand out and just drops the cards. I wasn't throwing them.
I'm going to, as they're falling, have Kit try to catch one for my last draw.
Kit flutters down after the deck and snatches, and you see him return. And as Lexus goes to watch him, he suddenly realizes that he's holding a deck of cards in his hand.
Of course.
Now Kid has 2,000 gold.
I think at this time he's just gonna crack.
Give me the deck.
No. I'm closest to him. I want the deck.
Did Lex put on the tunic that Fives gave him?
No.
He's still naked. Ish.
So there's like a topless Five sitting down, squatting over a metric fuck ton of gold. His shirt on the ground, like halfway, between him and Lex. Lex about to have a nervous breakdown. Javaria and Samoya both momming the hell out of everything right now. and Wolf is just like
Not my monkey,
Casually
not my
looking
circus.
onto us.
You
I'll
want
say-
the deck?
I did not think this was gonna go this way with this
I do.
campaign.
I want my
Then
last draw to try to save
Kill
her.
me for it.
No, don't.
And I think with those words, we'll take our last break for the evening.
Yeah, because I need to really think about how someone would honestly react, because I feel like she would just be like, all right, 1v1 me, bro, let's do this. I'm so sick of your shit right now. So,
Bro.
You guys that have been hanging out with us tonight, thanks so much for doing so. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, get up, stretch legs, all that good fun stuff. We'll be back here in just a minute. And yeah, thanks for
see
sticking
how
around.
this goes.
This is gonna end in flames, dude.
All right, we're back. Welcome back, everybody.
Yep.
I didn't have enough time to eat my muffin.
Because that's the important thing right now.
I mean, hi everybody, we're back. Guys, we're back. Act busy.
So, Lexus has the deck back in his hand. Javaria is eyeing it, and
I wash my hands of this weirdness. Bye.
sorry. Well done, Fox. And Javaria is wanting one more draw.
Samoya.
Or Samoya, excuse me.
And Lex just told her to kill him if she does.
Like a freaking broody ass first time going through puberty. They're just like, kill me if you want the cards. So mad.
So, my thoughts were to be super duper Samoya and try to acrobatics fucking 300 kick his ass off the cliff.
Okay.
Just kind of like try to jump up in both feet just on his chest and
You're gonna literally drop kick him off a cliff.
yep.
This is Chult.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's standing right next to the edge, and he just told me to kill him if I want the deck.
Damn, call out his his bluff here. Not really a bluff, but
All right. Give me a unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack.
Yep.
That is D20 plus your strength mod, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, strength mod or dex mod?
Uh,
you're,
Strength, because it's melee.
well, she's a ranger. Did they get first?
I don't know. Monks end up using our dex mod, so I
Yeah.
don't know if a dex-based class would use a different thing.
I think it's only like that for
range.
monks, because monks
Yeah.
are a special thing.
All right,
Yeah.
fair point. Fair point.
I think you get it with certain weapons if they're versatile weapons, but
Mhm.
an unarmed attack is not. So, a 10. Does a 10 hit your naked
No.
armor class?
yeah, it will.
Oh well.
I have no dexterity.
Oh, Jesus.
I have a 10 dex.
So wait, so you're 10 across the board right now?
I didn't realize
No,
that
just for his
unarmored AC could be lower than 10.
10 is the lowest.
Okay.
Because your deck or your AC is normally 10 plus your dex modifier plus whatever you get from your armor.
However-
Considering he has no armor and no dex modifier, his is 10.
Yep.
But she hit for 10.
She did. And normally I rule in favor of the party. I can't
But
do that
he's-
here.
He's not making a means to defend himself.
Yeah, and it rules.
So basically, he
rules is
just
written
challenged
say you
me.
have to hit or exceed the AC. So I'm going to say that hits.
So what's the falling damage on 1,800 feet?
It maxes out at 200 feet, so it's 200. It's 200 d6.
Yeah, don't roll that. You're going to break the game.
I'm
Break
doing
it.
because I have to.
Damn it. Well, now.
You know what the funny thing is, though?
That's a lot of
I never let go of the deck.
You didn't. I know. I was
fine,
aware
it's
of that when she kicked you. So, Lexus goes flying off the edge of Mambala. Neni Poo-Poo letting out this cackle, watching the body topple over the edge. And it's this cackle that just rings and echoes and lingers in the air. Lex, falling, looks up, deck of cards still in his hand, and you watch as far as you can until he disappears into the canopy of the jungle below.
Hey, did I notice any of this happening?
I'm
I don't know where
pretty
you're
sure you
going.
were still counting gold.
Okay. Should I like perception of, or I'm just going to keep counting gold?
Yeah, give me a perception check. See if you look over. As
I heard the laugh, but I'm used to hearing psycho fucking laughs. Well,
you
Saw exactly
see
what I did.
everything
Slow
for a
motion
moment,
and everything.
for a moment, you look over and you see Lexus smile as he falls over the edge, and you have this weird moment of clarity. Shut up, Amazon. You have this weird moment of clarity, and you get this weird feeling that there's a piece of paper in your hand. And you look down at it. It has your name on it. It has these numbers. It has everything that you have on you written out. And then you shake your head and it's gone.
did we just like fucking fourth wall break or something?
I've been waiting on somebody to crit a perception check for a while to do that.
Damn it. Roach.
Well, knowing, I mean, I'll be honest. Initial reaction would be not very favorable to Samoya. I don't think that Fives would even scream like anything sensical. I think it'd be more like a pure bird kind of.
Fives would
Squawk.
also be very worried that he's getting ready to die.
Yeah, Fives would like just let out this crazy ass screech. And then kind of just not really react beyond that. Other than like staring daggers at Samoya and not really moving just yet. Because I don't want to interrupt if there's anything you got going on right now.
Okay.
It's like I don't want to go through the motions of saying, well, Fives does this, and then then you're like, well, actually, now magic happens. And why am I afraid of being dead right away?
Because you, as far as you know, you still share life healthful with Lexus.
Oh yeah, that's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's still a thing.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
It's still a thing. Yep.
I was dead during that conversation.
Yep.
Just
Well-
as a precautionary, she tackles Fives to the ground because she knows what's about to happen. Or she thinks she knows what's about to happen. It's like, don't go towards the light!
I want to wriggle out of her grasp and charge at Samoya.
Okay.
And Samoya and Fives both also go over the cliff.
Yes, that's the goal. Can I?
He thinks he's gonna die anyway. He's gonna try to take me down too.
Rojan,
Uh-huh.
high or low?
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Hello!
I'm trying
That's
to
not the-
I
decide
was
which one's the
expecting
worst
second.
outcome for Lexus.
Now there are 3 people falling towards the ground.
No, this is for something different.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that oh.
So, remember how I rolled the weather at the beginning of the show?
Yes.
So the weather also comes with strange effects that happen.
No, it doesn't.
It does. The weather, and I can't actually roll back to it to show it to chat. You'll have to check the VOD to see that I'm not lying. The weather at the moment has been nice and clear, but it's also agitated elementals for whatever reason. Just one of the effects of the weather. Lexus finds himself falling, holding onto the deck, kind of clutched in his grasp, making sure not to let it go. And you hear branches beginning to snap as you're hitting them. And then you kind of brace yourself for the impact, having resigned yourself to this death and this fate. But the impact never comes. You feel yourself slow and then stop falling. And then you feel yourself beginning to rise.
Of course.
We're not letting you off that easy. You can't even kill yourself.
Yeah, I can't. He can't even give up correctly without Chult just saying, "Nah, fuck you."
Well, that's why I was like, no, which one's the worst fate? Letting him die or saving him? You look down and you see the canopy of Chult beginning to grow further lower, and you see the wind whirling around you, carrying you in this cyclone back up to the top of Mambala, your feet just barely catching on the surface, the edge of the cliff. And there you see Fives tackling